furnaces to be working really good throughout the winter. Are there checks we could do specifically for a furnace so that we would minimize any problems throughout the winter months?
Yes, Leroy, there are things that certainly you can do. There's different types of furnaces, and each one of those different types of furnaces, requires certain things to be looked at.
Right.
So if you've got an older furnace, I would definitely make sure that the thermocouple is in good condition. Generally, you replace those about every 5 years anyways. So if you have an older furnace with a thermocouple, I would probably replace that if it hasn't been done recently.
So a thermocouple meaning the...
That's just a little device that sits in the pilot light to make sure that everything is working properly.
Okay.
So that if there was ever a problem, the gas would shut off.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So that's one device. On a lot of garage furnaces would have a thermocouple, and a lot of the older furnaces in homes.
Older furnaces, okay.
Okay, so that would be one thing. Make sure that the belt is in good condition. So that would be the drive belt for the motor to the blower.
Okay.
Because the older furnaces, and I'm talking older furnaces maybe before 1985 or 90,
Okay.
they would have a rubber drive belt. Yeah, they will crack and then start. And if they ever failed on the middle of the winter, your furnace is going to stop.
Right, the belt breaks and...
Absolutely, yeah. So that would be another thing that I would definitely do. The other thing is if you've got mid-efficient furnaces, which were used start in around 1993, the requirement for mid-efficient furnaces, those you might want to check the flame sensor. Okay, so the flame sensor replaced the thermocouple, and it's just a little device that sits again where the igniter is, and that makes sure that everything is working properly. If it starts to get dirty or starts to fail, your furnace will just keep shutting off.
Oh,
it's a very inexpensive device, and it can actually be cleaned by the homeowner.
Right.
Okay. So that'd be another thing. Now, the newer furnaces, we have to deal with a lot of condensate. And on the new furnaces, which were, they came into the market around 2010.
So you're talking years newer than 2010?
Yeah, high efficient.
High efficient, okay.
And basically, when they exhaust out the side wall now, versus a chimney that goes up through the roof.
Right, right.
And we've had problems with the condensate freezing on the exterior of the house, ice building up, what we call icebergs, and sometimes that can actually shut
And these are the
up.
white, generally speaking,
Yes,
those
PVC
white pipes that
yes,
go
yep.
straight out the side.
Yep.
And so they're out the side, and you're saying there's ice buildup on the
Yes.
edges of those?
Yeah, actually what it does, it drips off of the exhaust vent,
Yes.
and it builds up from the ground coming up.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just like an iceberg, and if it hits the end of the vent pipe, it'll actually shut the furnace off, because furnaces nowadays are they're high efficient, they're high tech, they're very finicky. They want to make sure that they can vent properly.
Right.
So, and also, they have to make sure that they're up above the snow as well. And if it's installed properly, that vent pipe is usually about 1 foot higher than average snow height, is what we like for those.
Okay.
Make sure also in the winter that you shovel away the snow away. And if you see the iceberg actually developing, just take I know people will take a hammer or whatever and
then,
chisel
get
it
rid
down.
of it kind of thing,
Get
so
rid
that
of
it
it,
doesn't keep building up, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, then there's nothing like getting the furnace inspected and checked by a service company. That would probably be the best advice to have certainly for the fall. And also, ATCO Gas provides a free service as well once a year. So you can call ATCO Gas.
So we can call ATCO Gas. They come out, and generally they check all the gas appliances in your home.
Yes, they will do gas stove, gas dryer, gas fireplace, garage furnace, and your main heating source, boilers. Yes, absolutely. Basically, they're kind of responsible for the natural gas. They're the only ones that actually deliver natural gas. They're the one, so they will inspect.
And I believe it's a free service.
Yes, it's a free service.
That's awesome.